everyone, welcome to my channel, Chronic Colouring Down Under. Firstly, I'd like to thank those who have subscribed so far, and I would like to welcome those who are watching for the first time. Thank you. My name is Sarah, I'm from Victoria, Australia, and today I'll be doing my Do It Like series featuring a good friend of mine, Jamie from Jamie Loves Colouring. So grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Welcome back everybody. Like I said in the intro, today is a Do It Like video, and it's featuring Jamie from Jamie's Colouring Love, and today we will be focusing on her video of how to colour over markers with pencils. This is an area that I personally really want to learn and grow more in. I haven't done it at all yet, so you'll be seeing me doing it for the first time. I've watched Jamie's video. I've got it here on my phone just in case I need to refer back to it during it. I'm colouring the same picture that she used in her video, which is out of Dreamlings by Edwina McNamee. If you don't have this picture, that's fine. You just grab any picture that you would like to do. The concept is going to be the same sort of thing. And the pencils and markers I'm using today, I'm using a Studio Series Artist marker. That's an alcohol marker, and I'm trying to get rid of these markers because I'm not a huge fan of them, so I just want to run them out. And two browns from my Prismas, and they are the chocolate and the sepia. And then for the honey section, we'll be practicing, and this is what I'm excited about, using a Crayola Super Tip for the honey section. And then I have an orange and a yellow Prisma, and they are the Spanish orange and the canary yellow. I have a yellow gel pen for highlights, and I will probably bring back in the chocolate for some shading. I will have Jamie's video linked below if you want to have a look at that. So I believe it was Colleen pencils that Jamie was using. I don't have Colleen, so I just grabbed my Prisma. And for the little bit on the glass that we'll do, I'm using an Ohuhu, and I'm using the pale greyish blue. I love this for glass, ice sort of colours. And just to do some shading with it, a Prisma Blue Lake. So we'll get into it. Now, whatever I say in this video is not going to be 100% perfect, because I'm learning too. So the idea of this series is that ideally what would be great is if you click the link below first and go and watch Jamie's video, and then get your things together and then come back and do it with me, so we can learn together. So the first step I'm going to be doing is basically all we're going to be colouring is the top part of the honeycomb, or the bee's house, whatever you would like to call it, the honey that's dripping, and the glass in the windows. So we'll start at the top, and oops, out of the lines already. These markers, they're so juicy, they're really, really nice, but the nibs on them are terrible. I really don't like them, so that's why I just want to get rid of them. And I think they are starting to go, so I'm happy They are nice and juicy, but they smell, I think they smell worse than Sharpies. So I'll try to get a bit closer. I always fix my mistakes by that bit there. I end up putting it, I'll put you down a bit closer. I end up putting a bit of white gel marker over it. I used to, if I did something like that a few months ago, I would have, well, probably a little bit longer than a few months. However, before I started the channel, I would have cracked them and not stopped going because I've gone out of the line. And that's just being silly because I'm robbing myself of having fun. And I'm not getting paid to make masterpieces. And it's just all about enjoyment for me. It helps with my mental health. So I think I'm winning. It is so hot here today. Well, it's not hot. It's only, I think Darren said it was only about 29 degrees. But it's really, really humid. And us poor old Victorians don't cope well with the humidity that we get. We're just not used to it like the Queenslanders. They've had it for years, so they're sort of used to it. But yeah, we get more humid weather now than we used to, and it doesn't matter how many times you have a shower, you're sweating again 35 minutes after your shower. It's yucky. So, and it doesn't help that my thermostat's way out of control. Good old hormones. Gotta love them, don't you? So, alright. There's that done. So, next, all Jamie did was she described to use the lines that the artist has already put there. And the reason that I chose this one to follow Jamie is because I still have trouble working out where to do things. So if you've got a page where an artist is sort of doing that for you, I'm going to be using it because, yeah, it's something that I'm just still learning, and hopefully I'll get it one day. I might keep that on the side if that's all right. Sorry. Just a little bit easier for this old left-hander. So all she did basically was colour these areas where Edwina had. I don't think I'm doing exactly the same as Jamie, but that's okay because I'm me. I don't know if I'm doing it right, doing it wrong. But is there really a right and a wrong way when it comes to colouring? I don't know. Do you guys like colouring with pencil over marker? Is it something that you would like to see more on the channel of doing this sort of thing? And I really apologise that you sort of can't. I wonder if I move it over there. If that's, yeah, I'm still covering it up a fair bit, aren't I? Sorry. I'll go as quick as I can. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit different to Jamie, so definitely check out Jamie's because mine, I'm being a little bit rogue and sort of doing my own thing, but with Jamie's guidance. Does that make sense? So we'll keep, I might only do, we'll keep going. And it's the problem with being a lefty is that you often cover your work up as you're doing it, so it's hard for you guys to see. So I'm sort of trying to go a bit faster. Oopsie. And we'll start over this side. Oh, itch. Sorry. And we'll just go around him a little bit there. Around there. Sort of make the shadowing there. I don't know. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it. There. And then this will be the last Do It Like series for this year, just because I've got a lot going on in December, as most of us do. I think I've gone a bit crazy over this side. Yeah, you can see that side compared to that side. Yeah, I've overdone it. I prefer this side, to be honest. Yeah, sorry. Between doing lots of videos for Christmas and it being my favourite time of year, and just my boys' sports commitments, and while my body is playing semi-nice except for my head, I really, I want to go and watch them while I can, especially before it gets too hot, because if it's too hot, Sarah can't go outside. Sarah will melt like the Wicked Witch. Yeah, so my son's playing in a tennis tournament, and I'm so proud of him for entering. He's my shy baby, but he just loves his tennis. And so he's entered, he plays every week and he has training twice a week, but he's never entered a tournament. So, yeah, I'm extremely proud of him. I'm extremely proud of all my kids, but this one, yeah, it's a huge step for him. Now, Jamie then next went in, and I'll only do this side. So, and she just sort of darkened the edges up. You can see, I'm trying to find the right position so you guys can see. So she just went basically along the line with a darker, but inside the line, Sarah. Yeah, just went inside the line, if you can see that. And inside that one. I can't remember if she went all the way with this one, so we'll just sort of go par. I will quickly do it that side. Sorry if you can hear that. Someone's trying to call me. Anyone overseas, do you guys get constant marketing calls? Like, what's the policy in your country with marketing calls? We have a do not call register, but it's really, I used to work for a charity. I worked from home and I used to try and sell teddy bears for the angel flights. And angel flights here are, say, if a child is in desperate need of getting medical attention and they live, you know, 100 miles, a couple of 100 miles out in the middle of nowhere, Angel Flight would be able to transport them for free to their required destination. So I used to, try, and it was I hated it, but I needed a job. And because my hours were during the day, which was, you know, with people who didn't work, were home most of the time, and they couldn't afford these teddy bears. Like, they were quite expensive. Yeah, they were going towards a great cause, but, you know, I was ringing a lot of pensioners, and it was just really, got called a lot of names, but I just got used to it. But we have a no call program here, but the thing is, and a lot of people don't know this, you're only on there for 3 months and then your name just goes. So then it's open slather again. It's ridiculous. So I think I block probably at least, sorry, I've just got to give my glasses a clean, they're fogging up. I have to block probably 4 numbers a day, because I always check them to make sure that they are legit before I do block them. Actually, I think Jamie did do a bit of shadowing around the window. I can't remember if it was both sides or not. So there. Yeah, so that looks alright. I do prefer that side, and I'm wondering if anybody else who does pencil over alcohol marker, can you blend afterwards, like with either a pencil or a blended pen, or will that muck up the alcohol ink? If anybody's watching that knows that, I'd love to hear from you. So we'll leave that one there, and then we'll go on to the honeycomb. So for the, oh, not the honeycomb, sorry, for the honey, we're just going to be using good old Crayola Super Tip, and these this is what I'm excited about, because for double-sided books, like I've got quite a few double-sided books, they're absolutely beautiful, but would take me, I'd almost say weeks to do if I was colouring them in just pencil. So that's why I haven't gone near them at all. So this is, yeah, but I hate the streakiness of watercolours. But with this technique, you can hide those streaks. So I'm all for hiding streaks. And I reckon I must go over the paper too much when I do it. Might start over this side, and then, because the paper I'm using is just totally not for anything that's got a bit of water in it. Because there's been a few that, you know, I've only just gone over the soup with a super tip, or whoopsie, the camera cut out on me, sorry. So while the camera was off, I finished off the rest of that. I love any colouring apparatus, but and I like, you know, your super tips and stuff like that, but I couldn't colour just with water-based markers all the time. You people that do that, I just have so much respect for you, because I have a tendency like there's a couple of spots there that are starting to wreck the paper. I've just got to really learn to not go over it pretty much more than once. Just, yeah. So yeah, you can see where I've done it here. So obviously I'm a bit heavy-handed because that shouldn't be bleeding through at all. Oh well, that's okay. That's me, Mrs. Heavy-Handed. Okay, so now we grab, and that's really orangey looking to me. See, what did Sarah do wrong? Again, didn't check. I just looked at the lid and went, yep, it's yellow. I'll learn one day, won't I? So then all Jamie did was just go over roughly and fill any spots in. I can't even tell if I'm going on there or not. I might sharpen my pencil Sharpen my pencil. Sorry, guys. Now it's probably going to be too sharp. Yep, it's going in now. And this is where you definitely be wanting to follow Jamie's lead more than mine in this section. I feel like a lost little poppet at the moment. But it's certainly covering the streaks up. And I suppose this will be a good way to get back into my pencils. I'm dreading the last couple of days. I haven't been able to do any colouring at all because I've had such a bad migraine. Hopefully I'm well and truly over it by the time this video goes up. But yesterday I just did not, well, the last 2 days I haven't touched a marker, a piece of paper, anything. Been trying to do a bit of organising between resting and having my eyes shut, and I think it's because I've done so much colouring this month. That's the only thing I can think that's triggered it, because I haven't been naughty with doing anything. Yeah, see here, and this has probably worked out really well for this video. Right here is really not going over, and that's where I went over it too much. So there's a lesson to be learnt here, Sarah, that if you want to go over it with pencil, yep, see, that's not even really taking it either there. You can't have it, mate. It's really, yeah, see, it's working beautifully on the parts that I just went over once. But yeah, up there it is totally not taking it. Won't even take it there. Oh well. It's a lesson learnt, isn't it? I'll tell you a funny story when I finish this. The other night, I thought, oh, I'll be smart and just do the base of the of this. Then watch Jamie's, because I saw that it was, I hadn't watched Jamie's video yet of it, and I saw that this was the picture she was doing. So this just shows you assumptions. You can't make assumptions. I just assumed that Jamie coloured the whole thing in. So I'm sitting in the lounge room the other night while Darren's watching some shooty up bang bang thing and colouring away. And then next thing you know it, I've actually just got in such a little la-la trance with it. So luckily there's 2 copies per book. I ended up colouring it all and as though it was a buddy colour or something. So yeah, I gave myself an extra colouring challenge. So yeah, my concentration obviously wasn't real flash hot that night. So I think if I'm going to try and do things pre-recording, I need to keep telling myself, this is for pre-recording, this is for pre-recording. So mine hasn't quite come up. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with that. I know Jamie did, and I'm wondering whether it's different pencils. I don't know. Again, this is something that I'll be playing with all the time, trying different pencils over markers and which ones I like better, because everyone's different. I could tell you that, you know, the polys feel really good on the Crayola Super Tip, but they might feel yuck for you. What feels good for me and works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So I think it's sort of a personal trial and error, really, isn't it? So I know she went darker on this side. I could get up and get a darker orange, but I'm being a bit lazy. So we'll leave that. Otherwise this video is going to go too long. And then she brought in some yellow, and this is not can you see that yellow? Oh yeah, you can see a little bit. And this bit I really like to come up really nice on Jamie's, but I'm not going to be hard on myself because Jamie's been colouring a lot longer than me and I'm learning, so that's okay. And I hope someone out there is learning with me, because that's what it's all about. The postie just went past and I was just making sure that he wasn't stopping here. Christmas presents galore turning up at the moment, and I've got to make sure Mr. Sticky Beak Boss doesn't find any of his. I don't know. Yeah, this is something I definitely need to practice more on. But it's actually, you know how I've been on just such a marker kick lately. I'm just finding this really relaxing using the pencils. I suppose with markers it's almost like a instant gratification, really, isn't it? It's like you get your result sort of almost immediately. With pencil you've got to work with it a bit. But I'm really looking forward to after Christmas with my new segment, Tips, Tricks and Technique Tuesdays. And that's going to be all about learning different techniques and us learning together. And, you know, you guys let me know what you would like to see in there. and if I have it, we'll try it. If I don't and it's not too expensive, I'll get it and we can try it. But I think the biggest hurdle sometimes for me is taking that first step of actually just trying something. Is anyone else like that? Like you sort of get stuck in your old ways and just keep doing the, I could keep doing, I could colour with markers for the rest of my life if I wanted to. But I just want to push myself out of the boundaries a little bit. And then Jamie came in with a bit of brown on this side. And this is, I really liked how hers turned out with this. And just added a little bit of shadowing. I've definitely done something wrong. Maybe it's the prismas on this paper. I don't know, but I don't seem to be... Or maybe I'm just, oops, out of the line. Doesn't help when your pencil's not very sharp, Sarah. Try this one. But I think I'm going to turn this into a whip. Well, it is a whip. How can you turn it into a whip when it's already a whip, you donkey, Sarah? And then she just grabbed gel pen and just did little, see, my gel pen won't even, I reckon it's too waxy. That's what I reckon's happening. I really do think, yep, I won't even draw. See, it's drawing on my notepad fine. That's an AN gel pen. See, this is the beauty of me just doing it straight on camera, that you guys can see. This is a souffle one, which I'm not real keen on using because I don't want to lump it. We'll just see the Sakura. That even struggles. That was a souffle. What do we got here? I think that must be gold. Oh, that shows up better. Yeah, but it's not the yellow I want. That's interesting. Anybody out there have trouble with putting a jelly roll or any gel pen, and in particular what gel pen, over your Prismacolors? Yeah, they're shown there. See them, I hadn't gone over them really with pencil. They're still the Crayola. Interesting. Maybe Sara and Prisma aren't meant to play together with these. Wow. If you guys have a go at doing this, let me know what pencils you use and gel pens, etc. And how successful you are with yours. And again, I will definitely have Jamie's video linked below. So now we'll go into just doing the glass. And I think I've chosen, mine's just not the one I use normally. I said it was, but there's one that's even lighter in the Ohuhu pastel set. What number's that? 220. Sorry, I'm just trying to find. It might be that one. I'll try this one. I've already wrecked the page, so what's the matter? Yeah, this one's a little bit lighter. Yeah, it's that one that I like using for windows. And I know in Jamie's video, she used a really light, cool, I think it was a cool grey. It was either cool or neutral grey. I'm pretty sure it was a cool grey. But I love the blue-grey tinges in the Ohuhu marker sets. Okay, now pencil, and we've got the Blue Lake from Prisma, and she just went around the edges. Oops, sorry, I totally forgot I was on camera for a minute there. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my own little thing. Yeah, like that. And to be honest, again, I've mucked up. I think Jamie just focused on, like, I believe she was, like, the light was coming that way, so it was more highlighted on this side. And of course Sarah just goes in gung-ho and does whatever. I am a bit of a goose. A nice goose, but there. So yeah, I like how that come up. So yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with my Prismas. Whether they're too waxy, I'm just wondering, for the gel pens to go over. So definitely let me know how you get on with, and it doesn't even have to be doing the same tutorial, but just in general putting gel pens, any gel pen, over any Prisma colours. Whether it's just too waxy or you've had no problem at all and it's just me. If it's just me, obviously I need to do a lot more practicing, and that's okay. But I enjoyed this, and I am really, really looking forward to next year of starting to dust out the pencils again. A few of them haven't seen the light of day for a while, just because I'm loving the markers and how many pages I can get done, and I'm just, yeah, really enjoying it. So I hope that helped you out a little bit. Again, we will be doing more pencil over marker in within the early next year. But that's it for me today. I'll link Jamie's video below so you can go check out how it's done properly. And I thank you guys for watching and supporting me on my journey with this channel and supporting me learning. If you enjoyed this video, got a laugh at me, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share with your friends, but most of all, stay happy, stay safe. Oh, stay safe and happy colours, everyone. Bye.